Now, what is spice? SPICE. Spice. You need to spice up that marriage. Is it possible to be intimate in marriage without spice? No. It's not possible to be intimate in marriage without spouse. Spice. What is spice? S stands for spiritual. P stands for physical. I stands for intellectual. C stands for creative communication. And E, emotional connection. And that is spice. So you find out someone in a very someone in a very miserable marriage, for instance, may not be spiritually connected with his or her spouse, may not be physical when we deprive each other of sex. Intellectually, you see somebody that is a PhD holder married to an illiterate, they cannot discuss on level grounds. You understand? That kind of marriage will not be enjoyable because there is no spice, there's no balance. And then creative communication, they always, maybe one is sarcastic, the other one is moody. You can't discuss, you can't critique your partner because he will feel you are judging, you are condemning, things like that. So that is not going to be a spicy relationship. Now, this leads me to the five languages of love for women. Because for you to love me, you need to understand my language. Yes. If you don't understand my language, if you are telling me I love you, and I'm hearing something else like I use you, I use you, I use you, do you understand? So the way we communicate our love languages actually helps us to understand what our partner is saying. I was discussing with some young people and I asked the lady, I said, if your boss in the office tells you, I love you, how will you feel? What will you hear? She said she will hear, I sex you. Yes. So when we say something, what does the other person hear? Determines the response we get. And when I told her, if your boss tells you in the office, I love you, she said she will start running from him. Love is supposed to be something that will draw you to somebody, isn't it? But she said she would run. Why? Because the word love has been bastardized. Okay? Now, women have their languages of love. So if you are telling me I love my wife, I do everything for my wife, yet she doesn't believe I love her, perhaps you've not spoken her language. Yes. Like we say, psychologists say, men are moved by what they see, women are moved by what they hear. So if I'm expecting to hear something from you and I don't hear it, then it means perhaps you don't love me. So we need to know how to communicate our love languages. So a woman's love language, number one, is he does not tell me that he loves me. Wow. Okay. Men, you're supposed to tell your wife every morning, I love you, my wife. It gives her the strength to go on. It gives her the emotional strength actually to continue, especially when there's stress, stress relationships, stressful situations. She has to wake up, prepare you, prepare the children, things like that. Sometimes she looks unkempt, she doesn't make her hair and things like that. So she just needs to know that you still love her, even though she's changed. Perhaps you married her when she was slim and had her figure in order. Suddenly she has given birth to three children, certainly her body will change, okay? And you look at her and say, my wife, I love you. You've made her day. So she doesn't start feeling like I don't have shape anymore. Perhaps, I'm no more as beautiful as I was. I'm getting old. With that word, my wife, I love you, makes her feel wow, makes her feel confident. Then the second language of love everyone wants to hear is he tells me that he loves me, but he doesn't buy me gifts. Yes, women, we love gifts. Go out, buy you something. When you go out and you're coming back, it doesn't matter. I may be working and you're working. I may even earn more than you as a woman. I may earn more than my spouse. But that 50 naira, that 100 naira, that 1,000 naira he uses in buying me gifts means a lot to me. It speaks my language, okay? He doesn't tell me that he loves me, one. Number two, he tells me that he loves me, but he doesn't buy me gifts. Buy her gifts. Gifts are not measured according to the amount of money you spent in buying them. It is just the thoughtfulness. You thought about her and you bought her a gift. you know. And women, we encourage you, appreciate it. You understand? If you appreciate him for the little he has done, then when he has more, he will do more for you. But if you just turn down the gift like, is it that rubbish? It's okay, put it there. You know, he'll be discouraged and he may not really feel like buying for you some other time. Okay. And then the third language we say, yeah, he says he loves me, yes. He buys me gifts, yes. But he doesn't help me with domestic chores. Hmm. Now, some women feel they've been condemned to housework. Yes, it's our duty to keep the house clean, yes, but sometimes we don't have the strength to do it. Sometimes, you see, what I really tell people is this: whatever you can pay somebody to do for you, you need to appreciate your wife for doing it. Example, you can pay somebody to wash clothes, you can pay somebody to cook, yeah. There are human beings that are chefs, they are paid to cook. You can pay somebody to take care of your children. Yes, they are nannies, baby minders. Hmm? You can pay somebody to make your house clean, to clean up your house. But you can never pay somebody to have sex with you as a married man. So when you have sex with your wife, she gives birth to children, she takes care of the children, she washes the dishes, she cooks for you, she keeps the house clean. Hmm. Then you know that these things can be paid for. And if you don't want to pay, or if you don't have money to pay, a simple helping out will be very appreciated. Ah, honey, oh, this place, let me sweep it today. Honey, let me do this. Oh, let me have mommy. Go and rest. Just rest. Enjoy television today. Let me give you dinner. Do you understand? Makes the woman feel really loved. Number four, he tells me he loves me. He buys me gifts. He helps me with domestic chores. But four, he doesn't spend quality time with me. Hmm. Another one. You come back from work, you run out with your friends. Or you come back from work, you come home with your laptops. And then you're working in the house. Honey, I want to tell you something. Okay, what is it? Talk to me. And you're not giving her your attention. She will feel unloved. Yes. So, honey, your wife needs your 100% attention. Not when you're all fagged out, tired, and she's talking to you and you sleep off. She'll feel unloved. Okay? Her fourth language of love. Spending quality time with your wife is important. Five, he tells me that he loves me. He buys me gifts. He helps me with domestic chores. He spends quality time with me, but he doesn't touch me except when he wants to have sex. Hmm. When he wants to have sex. So, what about you? There are times as a wife you want sex, and African tradition, like, oh, can a woman ask for sex? Or she's yearning, woman will never say, honey, give me sex. No, but you see her playing, flirting with you. Oh, woman, leave me, let me sleep, I'm tired. But when you want her, you're all over the place. Okay? So he buys me gifts, he tells me he loves me, he helps me with house chores, he spends quality time with me, but he doesn't touch me except when he wants to have sex. So men, we need to be sensitive to the language that our wife is talking to us with. The wife's language of love is important for you to pay attention so that your marriage will be sweet. Now, the most frequently expressed complaint that women have about their husband is that he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen when I talk. She wants empathy, but you think she needs a solution. Just empathy. Women talk. We are known to talk. Okay? What we need from our man is empathy. A woman comes back from work and tells her husband, my boss is this, he doesn't allow me rest. My boss does this, he does this and does this. I'm just tired. All she wants from you is to say, wow, my dear, just take it easy, do what you can. And then she'll be happy you listen to her and you've spoken. But a man is thinking solution. A woman is looking for empathy. The man is thinking solution. So a man says something like, resign so that this boss will stop disturbing you. And then she tells you, resign? What do you mean resign? Okay, if I resign, how do I cope? How do we cope? We need this money. You are thinking of the solution. If you don't want your boss to keep tormenting you, you resign. For men, that's the way they think. But a woman just wants to listen to her and then say, "Don't worry." You know what you do next time when he tells you, "Okay, it's just," she just wants somebody to reason with her. She already knows what she wants to do. She just wants to talk to you as a friend. Okay.